After positioning the feed on the ground, on the spot, on the market spot of the hole, the operator need to select a new hole. So the black holes, they are the drilled one, and the gray one are the one that are not yet drilled. So in this case, he just completed the previous hole, completed to drill the previous hole, and he positioned the feed on a new hole, position the mast on a new hole, and then need to select the hole, the new hole. So you will get, very important, this white circle around the gray hole. That is a new hole to record the MVD data. After selecting the hole, we go into the drilling menu. We open the sub menu, and as we agree together with Capital, we select the correct length of the hole that is marked on the map. So which one is the length of the hole in this case? 11. So we set
this number, this depth.
Number 108.
Number
and 11 depth. Perfect. So then we set up the depth. They usually add 0.5. This is 0.5 meter of sub drilling, only when they are in very soft ground with this rock, with this slate rock that is very soft. In other cases, if the rock is very hard, they just use 0.2, 0.3 of sub drilling, but in this case they use 0.5 to get to the hole, to get to 11 meters. And then here they select the correct number of the hole. They write the correct number of the hole. So by writing the correct number of the hole, these will appear in the drill plan, in the MVD, even without having the HNS. So then the production engineer can understand from Capital which number of hole in the drill plan correspond to the number of the hole in the real pattern from the client. So once we set the sub drilling, the correct hole target, and the drill hole comment, we press OK. Good. It's already done. All good. After that is very important, the operator will move the bit on the ground and will reset the length of the hole. So then the machine automatically record the MVD data, measurement while drilling data. So you can see he reset the hole with this button before starting to drill. Now, as we started to use the colliery, normally they collier with on 70-80% of water depending to the ground. Usually use the collier manually, or depending to the ground, sometimes automatic. Once the collier is stable, percussion within the hole. Collar sometimes is 2-3 meters of overboard. So let's make collar. And then locking in full percussion. The machine is recording, as you can see, the MD of the zone. So almost all the pattern there is like 1.5 to 3 meters of overboard, and then it becomes like more uniform. Once we finish the collar, we can go down normally with the water, so we decrease the amount of water just for dust control and stabilize keeping stable the oil, since their client doesn't want to use the dust collector, or requested that disable the dust collector. So in this case, because they get a lot of dust, then they go normally up a bit with the 50 to 55%. It also depends by the type of oil. As you can see in the display, we have a quite stable parameter. So here we have a rotation pressure, percussion pressure, feed pressure, and all these values are readed by the rotation pressure sensor, percussion, and feed pressure sensor. Then on the line below we have the settings that are available at OP level, operator level. So it's very important to check that we are using between 60 and 65 RPM. So for example, in soft ground we usually see that 65 is a very good RPM, give high penetration rate and not too much wear on the muttons. Sometimes if the rock is harder, we go to 60, 62, so we decrease a bit the rotation speed. That gives a bit more, more meters on the beat. Airflow, as agreed with Capital Drilling Management, they want to test the machine with full flow. So then we are going to use 100% on the flow and 32 bar on the pressure. When you see, for example, this kind of symbols, okay, when the symbol is not full, it means that this one is airflow parameter for the collaring, and percussion pressure or air pressure for the collaring. That of course is lower than the full. Once the operator lock the system in full, okay, after in this case joining the pipe, then we can see it is like the line, solid line. Here we have the full air flow in percent, 100%. We have the 32 bar of air pressure. Now the operator is using around 60% of water, because the rock is soft, so then you need to stabilize the oil, and then as well, since they don't have the dust collector, it's not possible to go too low in the water without having dust. Then here we have another very important parameter, that is the feed pressure. Feed pressure that is set up now at 90 bar. And 90 bar is a very good value, so we can get very good as well torque, so we are not over torquing the pipe, we are drilling properly, so it's always between the 50 up to 62, maximum 65, where it starts the RTCF, so the rotation pressure control feed, and then the red it will be the anti-jam. Below, very important to check as well, we have the HACL oil pressure, so it's the hammer oil lubrication pressure, very important to monitor if we have oil, and then the compressor pressure. So this is coming from the sensor on the top of the vessel, A or vessel tank. If you want to see the instant penetration rate, we can see the instant penetration rate in the display, 1.49 meters per minute, 1.51. This is the instant penetration rate. And on the side we can see the graphic with, in this case, penetration rate, meters per minute. It's also possible to check in the graphic different pressure, so feed pressure, rotation pressure, flush pressure, harness, and fracture, that we also can check in the MVD log on the ROC manager. So if we select, for example, feed pressure and press OK, we will see the graphic in bar. So in this case is representing our feed pressure. Then we have the rotation pressure. This is representing rotation pressure in bar. Exactly the same value that we have here, but on the graphic of the oil. Then we have the flush pressure, so the air pressure. Then we have the harness, rock harness, and then we have the fracture. In this case the oil is almost completed. Once it's reaching the depth, the machine will automatically stop. And the operator will pick up the and then we just repeat the cycle.